Hi, so welcome to week one of SPE 250. So I'm sharing my screen so you can I want to walk through what the expectations are for week one. So this week we're going to just introduce the course, kind of give you a little course overview, and we're going to talk about some dispositions, and I'll explain what that is in just a second. So our module overview of learning objectives and tasks. So this week you're going to explain the course objectives, and you're going to be able to explain the Michigan Department of Education professional standards, which are closely linked to the CMU teaching dispositions. So our focus will be on these professional standards this week. And so the first thing that you'll have to do is you'll complete a teaching belief survey. You're going to get that via email. It's not from Blackboard, it's from the Office of Educator Preparation Programs. And so you'll need to complete that survey as soon as you receive it. And then once you've submitted it, the screen on your computer should say that it was submitted. You'll want to take a screenshot of that and then upload it to the assignment link so that I know that you did it. And I'll share the assignment link in just a second. And then you need to post an introduction video to the Padlet, and I'll share that in a second as well. And then I want you to read the information in the Michigan Department of Education Professional Standards folder, and there's an assignment associated with that. So let's get started. I'll kind of share where to find these things. So the Michigan Department of Education Professional Standards, so one of the things that happens in a class like this, because we're going to be talking about race and gender, ethnicity, language, things that I guess are lumped in this diversity, equity, and inclusion DEI realm, and sometimes that in and of itself is receives a little bit of criticism. And what I want you to know is, like, this is not a CMU requirement. That a course like this that's talking about how we meet the needs of students who present differently than ourselves, it's a requirement of Michigan Department of Education. So it's this course is designed to specifically meet the standards that the Michigan Department of Education put out, but also there are standards for teaching that we use, which are called in-task standards. And then we also use what's called core teaching practices, which you'll learn more about in a bit as well. And one of the core teaching practices is building respectful relationships with students. And it's really difficult to build respectful relationships with students if we can't understand their perspective and where they're coming from, because it's so different than our own. So that's what this class is designed to do, is to help us kind of think through ways that we can connect with others who have experiences that are different than ours. So the Michigan Department of Education professional standards are really important. And so when you click on MDE professional standards, you'll see some options, because they're different for each of the majors. So if you're a BK student, you're going to look at the professional standards for birth to K. PK3 is here, 3, 6, and then 5 through 12, which is secondary. So let's just take a look at PK3. So that will pop up. So you're going to see this whole document. And I would encourage you to download it and keep it, because every class that you take at CMU in your major is going to address these professional standards. For this week, I want you to focus specifically on this P.1, learner-centered supports. So you're going to read through what learner-centered supports are. And what you're going to see is that there's an expectation of you as a future teacher to support the whole child. And the ways that we do that is we have to understand who the whole child is. So if you look at P.1.B, it's demonstrate knowledge and understanding of the multiple influences on development and learning of the whole child, including, but not limited to, cultural and linguistic context, the economic conditions of families, social emotional needs, trauma, health status, disabilities, peer and adult relationships, the children's individual and developmental variations, meaning do they have disabilities, opportunities to play and learn, family and community characteristics, and the influence and impact of technology and the media. And so in order for us to actually meet the needs of the whole child, we have to actually understand where they're coming from. So that's why this kind of class is so important. So you're going to focus on the learner-centered supports section of this professional standards this week. So whatever major, if you don't have a major yet and you're not sure where you want to teach, like what level you want to teach, choose the one that most closely aligns with what you're thinking about. And then focus on that one. So you're not reading all of these, you're just reading the ones that align with the grade levels that you intend to teach. Okay, so you'll want to read through those, and then here's the assignment that's related to that. So the documents below include an explanation of MDE's professional standards in the area of learner-centered supports. You're going to choose the one that most closely aligns with the grade levels you're interested in teaching. Then I want you to download the document, save it to your desktop, open it, and then follow the instructions to complete the assignment. Once you're finished, you'll save the document and then upload it to this assignment link. So let's take a look at the PK3. It's set up as a table. And so as you're reading, the standards are provided for you here. And then what I want you to do is, and you can do this electronically, you can type it in, but you can also handwrite it in and then take a picture of the completed document and upload that. I am completely fine with that. As a matter of fact, you're going to see in week 2 that one of the assignments you're going to do each week is actually take video notes, handwritten video notes, because the research shows that you handwriting, that we remember things better when we handwrite them. And so I'm going to have you actually keep a video notebook. So I guess I should tell you that now. You need to get a notebook for SPE 250, like a spiral kind of notebook. And you'll keep your video notes in there. But when you're finished, you'll take a picture of them and then you'll upload the photo of your notes versus the document of your notes. So I prefer that you don't type them, because that's the kind of content I want you to handwrite so that you can remember it better. So in this case, you can do the same thing here. You can download this, print it, and handwrite it if you want, or you can download it and type right in it. That's up to you. But the first column is, what does it mean and why does MDE think it's important for beginning teachers to understand? So I want you to read through the standard and then think about, like, what does that really mean to you and why do you think MDE thinks it's important? And then I want you to share your thoughts about it. Why do you think it is or is not important for beginning teachers to understand? So it is entirely okay for you to disagree with the content in this course or how things are presented in this course. You should share your thoughts about it. So whenever you disagree, I just ask that you explain why you disagree. So if you agree with this information, then share why. If you disagree with pieces of it or all of it, explain why. And then again, you can either type this out and upload it, or you can handwrite it, take a picture of it, and upload it. So that's your assignment for this week, is that the MDE professional standards. This is the verification submission for the teaching belief survey. So the one that you get via email, take a screenshot of the last page saying that it's submitted, and you'll upload that screenshot to this link here. And then the last thing you'll do this week is this Padlet assignment. So it's a virtual bulletin board, and we're going to use that kind of, well, I love to use Padlet a lot. So you're going to see Padlet a few times this semester, but I want you to post a video introduction. So I'm going to show you how to do this. So the link is here, and it'll take you to our first Padlet. And then I want you to introduce yourself to the group, share who you are, a bit about yourself as a CMU student, like what's your major, where do you live, do you belong to any registered student organizations, do you have a job, and then why you want to be a teacher. And then just for fun, I want you to explain why you would rather be able to talk to animals or be able to fly. So I'm not providing a specific tutorial for Padlet. I'm actually going to embed it right here in this review of week 1. So click this link. It'll take you right to our Padlet. And I've already posted a video, so you'll be able to see that. But once you get to this Padlet, you're going to go down to this plus sign right here and click that. And then you'll see this camera right here. So you'll click the camera, and then the recorder will pop up. And as soon as you're ready to share your introduction, you'll just click this recording right here. You'll do the recording, click stop, and then it will ask you to post it. And so once you do that, it'll populate over here, and at the top it'll say publish. You'll just publish it. Okay, so mine is right here. And so as people introduce themselves, what I'd like you to do is add a comment. So watch my introduction and then please comment on it. I would love to hear your thoughts about the things that I shared or just say hello. But I'd like you to comment on people's posts as they populate throughout the week. So if you have any issues with Padlet, please let me know. It's a pretty straightforward, um, yeah, it's pretty straightforward, but occasionally people have some issues with it. So let me know. You can actually do this from your cell phone, from your tablet, so you don't even have to do it straight from your computer. I would, since we're going to use it a lot, I actually would download the app onto your smartphone because then you can access it right from your smartphone whenever you want. So, and I'm going to actually create a Padlet for questions in this class that you can post questions anytime and then I can respond to them or your classmates can respond to them. Kind of a way for us to, like a kind of a communal space for us. So I will be putting that in our Blackboard shell as well. And then because Padlet is separate from Blackboard, what you'll need to do is come to this assignment link and then type in the comment box completed and then submit that. So all you need to do in the assignment box is say that it's completed. And then that way I'll know that you have done the introduction and you'll get your 5 points. Okay, so that is where we're at this week. So that's all you need to do for this week. Make sure that you're reading the professional standards and you complete the professional standards assignment. I would love for you to get the Padlet done as soon as possible so I can start to get to know you all and you can start to get to know each other. So yeah, that's what we have for week 1. All right, I look forward to getting to know all of you and watching your video introductions on the Padlet. So let me know if you have any questions at all.